So you'll notice there's a verse 2, 3, 4 coming up.
Verse 2, 3, 4.
Let me solo that so you can hear it a little better.
Intro 2, 3, 4. Intro 2, 3, 4.
Going up to the verse.
Verse 2, 3, 4.
And those are very important to have whenever you're building Ableton sessions. Mostly because when you're running tracks, there's little room for error. So you want to have guides there to kind of guide the band through the entire song, just so everybody knows what's coming up and where they're going. And how you build these, it's very simple actually. All you have is a drum rack over here from the drums that you would add to your MIDI track. And then if you'll notice right here, I have click and guide. And I keep those together in a pack just because they're kind of two halves of the same thing. So if I know I'm going to have click, I know I'm always going to have a guide. So you'll notice right here on my click tracks, I have my click up and my click down, and then my shaker up and my shaker down. And then underneath that, I have my English guides, which are my dynamic cues and my song sections. You'll notice underneath under the guide I have what we call Shirley, which is just an audio track. And basically that's just an expanded version of the guide. So with the presets of the MIDI tracks, I only have so many words this thing can say. So if there's something else I need it to say, I have a text-to-speech app on the computer that I've downloaded that basically just, I can text anything I need it to say. For example, our show starts with a walk-on, which I trigger off the side of the stage with a foot switch so that I know that the show is started.
Show started.
Show started. And then it cues our walkout. And then if our intro is exactly a minute long and our guitar players or our pedal steel player needs exactly 30 seconds to tune. So what I'll do is go in at about 25 seconds and I'll add a cue for us to enter the stage.
Enter the voice.
Enter the voice. So that's just a cue to tell us, okay, it's time for us to walk out on stage. So there's no second guessing if we're going to make it to our instruments in time. We always know when to walk out on stage. Another way I'll use it is for transitional points. For this particular song, there's a little pedal steel intro while Lauren talks. So once we end our second song, which is Gatlinburg, I'll hit the next cue.
Pedal steel.
Pedal steel. And that'll trigger our pedal steel player to start playing ambient pedal steel sounds while our artist talks. And then whenever it's time and she's ready to start the next song, we'll hit the next locator.
Intro 2, 3, 4.
And go straight into our next song.